All right.
Mm.
Welcome,
Mm.
everybody. We are so happy you're here. And if you were in a room, we would have locked the room by now and say, okay, you're meant to hear. We want to make sure that you stay because um, we want you to be, you're meant to be, as Barbara said. And I just want to share that I'm so excited to support Barbara Marie because what she does beautifully is create a beautiful, safe, sacred sanctuary for light workers and spiritual seekers to explore, expand, and express their divine essence. And
Mm.
as a mystic, she will support in revealing some hidden truths and also guide others towards spiritual enlightenment. And as you get to know her, the wonderful thing is that Barbara Marie has a natural ability to connect with the higher realms, to provide you with profound insights so that you can lean more into it or decide not to. That's still your decision, isn't it? And tonight, the topic is about activating your intuitive edge. And if you already are highly intuitive, that's okay because then you'll raise yourself more and you become even more magnetic because that's important, right? So that people know you're there. And so here we go, Barbara. I will let you kick you off. Go for
All
it.
righty. Welcome, everyone. Like I said, I'm seeing, I think almost all of you I've seen somewhere before. So thank you for coming. I'm excited to present this information on the way of the rainbow. And some of you have some of the information, and some of you have a tiny bit of information. And I see a couple of you here have taken the program before. And so you know the importance of the 7 steps. You might like to have a pen and paper ready just to take some notes if you're not familiar with the 7 colors and the 7 steps. I'm going to go quickly through most of this and save time for an experience that we're going to have with activating uh, the green and the blue. And and then later we'll have time for Q&A as well near the end. So let's set a collective intention for this group. Those that know me, you know we always have an intention when we start. So I will do like a universal one for us all that's in this room. Let me just think about that. The intention is to receive profound clarity, energetic activation, and guidance that propels each one of us forward, giving us whatever we need. So let's take a minute then to actually ground ourselves a little bit further. Find a comfortable position, feet flat on the floor if possible. You can close your eyes or keep them open. We're just going to be doing 3 breaths. Let's just breathe in uh, peace and breathing out anything that no longer serves you. Feel that connection to the earth below us and then the divine above us. And as you settle in, let's hold this collective intention for each of us to receive exactly what we need for our highest good. So, breathing in a couple more times, breathing in love, breathing out fear, breathing in love, and breathing out what we call erroneous thoughts that are stopping you. And we'll do one more. Breathe in love and breathe out fear. So just when you're ready, open your eyes again if they were closed. And I'm sensing our energy is joined really well. You all came here for a reason. And let's let's expect that reason to be fulfilled. Some of you know I was once a struggling mother of 4, feeling overwhelmed And if that's not enough, having migraine headaches, tension headaches, and I was searching for relief, but I was also searching for more. There had to be more than just being a good mother. And even with all of the issues of the headaches, I was still a good mother. Well, I guess that's just my opinion, but my kids turned out okay. So I guess I'm a good mother. But that looking for more led me to a profound spiritual awakening. And eventually, then in 2008, creating the Way of the Rainbow system. I've actually retired 3 times and called back 3 times, each time with a deeper commitment. And now I am fully committed to sharing the Way of the Rainbow with as many people as I can, because I know the profound shifts it creates and how it changes people's lives for the better. I had 18 years refining this proprietary system. And as a doctor of metaphysics, I'm dedicated to helping seekers, spiritual seekers, those that are wanting more in their spiritual life, and holistic practitioners to unlock their highest potential. What makes this experience truly unique is the direct energetic support we'll receive. Tonight, you'll experience divine frequency activations for the green and blue color codes. And I'm really excited about that because that will be the present ones coming in with us. I'll share some specific information about the main program. I'll share some of my past clients' results with you. And like I said, I'll probably be channeling my angels and guides or the present ones, or, sometimes the odd new one pops in, but they're usually a part of the present ones. They are the co-creators of this system with me. I will tell you a little bit about the present ones. The present ones include what I call my 4 pillars: Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, along with other angels and guides, other ascended masters like Jesus and Mother Mary, and even wise aboriginals native to Australia and North America. There are also many saints and sages, like thinking some of the saints. St. Thomas Aquinas popped in a week or 2 ago, St. Teresa, Mother Teresa, Princess Diana is also part of this group now. And like I said, there are many, many others. I haven't met them all as individuals, but sometimes they pop in as an individual, like St. Teresa does every now and then as well. She's a real character. But they're all for our highest good and spiritual growth and our transformation. They are love beings. They love us. In the full program, I'll also share the language of light experience every week. This is a powerful frequency and a vibration that transmits heart to heart and spirit to spirit. Your own higher self knows exactly what's good for you, what's for your highest good. And there's no English translation because our mind wants to interpret that, but our spirit simply receives the language of light vibrations. And it will be different for each one of you. You'll experience it differently. Some of you will feel warm and cozy. Some of you will feel loved. Some of you will start to see colors, start to hear angels singing, or some of you may not feel or see anything at all, but you just know that something great is happening for us. So enough about that. Let's talk about you. So get your fingers ready to put a 1 in the chat if you're primarily a spiritual seeker looking for personal growth, or put a 2 in the chat if you're a spiritual seeker but who also has a business. You might be a holistic practitioner or a coach, but any other type of business where you could use your inner guidance. So we've got some 1s mostly, some 2s. Awesome. Thank you for that. So if you're here tonight, this might be some of what you're feeling. You might have a yearning for a deeper clarity in your life purpose. You might be struggling with inconsistent intuitive guidance. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It's always easier to receive guidance for someone else and not yourself. Or you might be feeling overwhelmed by your own sensitivities. Many of us are very empathic, and sometimes we don't even know that we're feeling pain in our body that's not even ours, it's someone else's. So you might want to have a clear path to manage that. You might know your gifts could be sharper. Again, receiving guidance more often. And you might want to experience consistent client flow. You might want to you might feel energetically drained after a client session, and you need to replenish yourself in your own energy and separate from theirs. You might know that there's more to your own potential, but you're missing the systematic way to unlock it all. And the way of the rainbow can be that system for you. So let's take a breath and imagine. Let's imagine this for a minute. Imagine your inner guidance system speaking to you loud and clear, guiding every personal decision and professional interaction. Imagine attracting your ideal life, experiences, opportunities, and clients with your own elevated energetic presence. Imagine living with peace, knowing your life purpose, and having unstoppable confidence, both in your personal journey and in your professional calling, if you know that already. Imagine, most of all, imagine this. Feel what it's like to always be seen, to be heard, to be supported and guided by that higher power. This isn't a dream. It's a natural outcome of aligning your energy field with this proven system. Many of you have already experienced the free foundational shift in a past gift that I gave out when I was doing a presentation in the past 6 weeks, 2 months, something like that. I was able to activate the red, orange, and yellow color codes. And if you were there and experienced that, you felt the power building that's essential, that is the essential energetic foundation. And when I speak of foundation, it's important because these three colors set the energy for everything else to come. Tonight, we're going to build on that. We'll explore how to take that foundational energy, the red, orange, yellow, and actively set the energy now for desired reality, which is the green and the blue. This is where we understand the deeper needs that each color code addresses. If you need support in any way, whether it's physical, human beings, or your angels and guides, you work with the red color code. And if your vibration for, say, manifestation is, if you want to raise that vibration, you engage the orange color code. The Way of the Rainbow system is beautifully structured into three main phases, which again is the red, orange, yellow are the foundations. They set and clear your energy, preparing you for the next colors, which are the creation colors, green and blue. And these are what I call the creation color codes, and they're active manifesting energies. And then what I call the communication color codes are the indigo and the violet. They open you up to receiving and expressing divine wisdom. So now I'll explain the green to you as the first creation color code. It's all about intentions. Intentions are your energetic blueprint for what you want to be, do, or have. This is where you go from wishing to deliberately designing your future, whether that's for your personal spiritual growth, your life experiences, or your expansion of your own profession. You might be familiar with Wayne Dyer's book on intentions. It's called The Power of Intention. And the way he speaks of intentions is he actually calls them intentions, but in the way of the rainbow, we break them down into two categories, the green and the blue, which is intentions and affirmations. Wayne Dyer keeps them all as one, but we separate them both. Like I truly believe they are two separate things, but they can work together. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay, so the blue then is affirmations using I am statements. They reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your intentions. This is how you make your intentions real, not just a thought. You embody them and take them into your energetic field. Now, some of you may know Joel Osteen. I always have a trouble with his last name. He tells us words are like seeds. What we plant grows. This is important because our affirmations are planting the seeds of our future. Dr. Paul Masters, who was the founder of the University of Metaphysics, University of Sedona, he reminds us in one of his teachings that every thought we have is an energy. When we have positive thought, positive energy comes back. If we have a negative thought, well, negativity comes back. This is important because it underscores why affirmations must be positive. So I was one of these that did not believe the affirmation. I am debt free. I am, I have a new house. Whatever they might be. And I'm thinking, yeah, well, I don't see it, so it's hard to believe, right? In the full program, we dive deeper into this. But I'll give you a quick tip right now. When you cannot believe your affirmation to a strong level, you bring in the yellow color code. And then that helps you release the underlying fear or the belief that might be blocking your affirmation from coming true. This is a power intermingling of the color codes. And it's amazing once you go through the system, you'll see how they actually all work together. They're separate, but when they work together, this powerful synergy happens. Now, I want to just give you an example of how your intention can be like, this is your intention is, I intend to be successful. Your affirmation would be, I am successful. Then you go back to the green again. I intend to attract my ideal clients. Your affirmation is, I am attracting my ideal clients. You see how we can embody it, bringing them together. So put a 2 in the chat if you understand how I turned the intention into an I am affirmation. And I'll see if I need to explain that anymore. All righty, good. Affirmations, many of us were brought up and taught to make these flowery, long, 3 lines long, beautiful affirmations, but they don't need to be that. They can be short, simple, and clear, and then they're very powerful. So let's not just talk about green and blue, let's experience it. Ah, I need a breath here myself. That was a lot of talking all at once. The experience I offer you now is the activation for the green and the blue color codes. So close your eyes if you like, take a deep breath. We're going to be receiving the activation for the green and the blue color codes. So you might want to have your feet flat on the floor, your back straight, but just mostly be comfortable. So we will do the 3 breaths again to start with, and then I will bring in these activations. Breathing in love, breathing out fear. Breathing in love, breathing out all that no longer serves you. Breathing in love and breathing out those fearful thoughts, thoughts that stop you from accepting more and believing higher level thoughts. Mm. Bringing in the green codes now from source, down through our bodies, gently through the top of your head, down your neck, shoulders, the trunk of your body, bringing it down through your legs and your feet to Mother Earth. She now adds her own energy into this green color code for us. Letting that sit a second or two. And now we ask her to bring it back up through our feet, very gently now, our legs, the trunk of our body, and up into our heart. And we hold that energy in our heart there, where it will expand and grow in frequency. We let that sit and feel that for a minute. And then we bring down the blue, down from source, down through our bodies, through the top of your head, down your neck, your shoulders, the trunk of your body, down through your legs and your feet into Mother Earth, where she once again joyfully, I feel her joy right now, joyfully adding her own love and energy into this color code for us. And then bring it back up ever so gently, but powerfully through our feet and our legs, the trunk of our body, and up into your heart, where we hold that energy and where it expands and grows in frequency. And it now joins the green. And together they hold this beautiful space within your heart. And this energy will stay with you as long and as powerfully as it is for your highest good. And it's your higher self that gives you what you need through these activations and through the channel messages. So let's take a few slow breaths, letting your body and your spirit grow in this frequency and accept it, again, to the level that you can. And while we're in this space, I will ask the present ones if they have a message for us. So I'm calling in the present ones, and they are here strongly, strongly with us. Kyrie se, ishi o adateo, imi alisha, etea, kea le ani amasita leo, ili elishi. We are honored to be here, beloved ones. You are a special group. Trust that you've been called here for a divine purpose. Kiria lasea ishiina hi, oni olasea, alea alea kamesia, ishi o ini amiatea. Archangel Michael is here. He is telling us that we can release all that no longer serves us. And many are doing this all over the world right now. And it is causing an uprising of new beliefs, stronger beliefs, beliefs in ourselves and our power to create. But we must release all those old thoughts that are stopping us, ancestral beliefs that are stopping us. Ki alia she ani ala ani amiki meri o elisha ini ali alia se. Merlin is here as well. We know him as the jokester. What does he have to say? I welcome you. This doesn't have to be serious. This can be fun. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy the 7 steps, the 7 color codes of the rainbow. They are such a blessing to many. I invite you, as Merlin the magician, to have fun with this. It can be so joyful. Keria lasi ishi ania hatea. Emi, I'm sensing Mother Mary wants to come in too. Keria lasi ini oshia late. Ara aliamasi. Miri lasia quero, open your hearts. Beloved ones, open your hearts. Open your hearts to receive the love we have for you. You are loved. We delight in you. We enjoy you and we support you. And it is very beneficial for you as the beloved ones to be able to feel that love from us, to know you are loved. Have the intention of opening your heart and then affirm it with my heart is open. My heart is open to receive love from the divine beings who give unconditional love to us. No matter who you are or where you are loved. Keri a lasia imi ishialote, keri a laso. We will leave that with those beings giving you their messages today. And we give you back to Barbara Marie. I just need a second. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to come back once I'm in that loving, just that loving and peaceful space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I know, I felt something, or I experienced some peace and joy and love. I'd like some of you to maybe share if you've felt something, if you heard music, if you saw colors. Seeing colors now might be what you might be able to experience. Just anything you might want to share for a minute or two. You can put it in the chat box or raise your hand, and Chu Hung will open your mic for you. Heidi saying love and peace, and Zenobia saying she felt calm. Anyone else? Peace, acceptance, and love from Janice. Hi, Janice. Deirdre, feeling good. Linda, calmness came over me and my thoughts cleared to be present. Nadine, a tingling. So there can be things that are seen, felt, heard, or just a knowing. And again, some of you may not feel anything, and that's okay. Um, the results are happening as much as your higher self will let it happen. So thank you for sharing that. Oh, Vienna, I felt the energy from each divine being. It was beautiful. Thank you. Yes, and Doug, pure peace with the green. It's really nice. Thank you for sharing, everyone. It's really nice when we can have some of the individuals come. The present ones usually speak as a group, but in very special cases, they come out one at a time with a special message for us. So I appreciate that they did that for us today. So I want to just share with you some of the results and comments from people that have taken the way of the Rainbow Program. And they've had profound shifts that when they systematically engaged, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and learned how to use those colors and learned how to call on them. This is what can happen. So Lisa Marie from the US, in Canada, we say the US, after taking the course, I have sustained a daily practice that allows me to live my life in the state of grace. And she has that peace that surpasses all understanding. One of the participants was Joyce, and she used to do angel card readings using the cards. But she said she didn't need the cards anymore. She just knew which angel was helping her client and was able to give clear messages without the cards. And Diane from Australia says, I feel so inspired after completing the Way of the Rainbow program. Not only is it fun, but I can use it in my everyday life. And Heather from Canada says, the Way of the Rainbow program has changed me forever. Each week I grew stronger and stronger within myself. Rupa from India says, in regards to the orange code, with the activation, I began to look at everything with gratitude. Even during the most comfortable situations, I started to look at it with curiosity and shift my perspective to see how I can be grateful. And Janice from New Zealand says, since I've learned the rainbow method from Barbara Marie, I use it almost every day. I receive clarity for my to-do list, not just work, but ideas for my day to dance, wear bright colors, or have fun. So those are just a few of examples, like very few, that happen when you can systematically engage with your energetic field, transforming both your personal journeys and your professional life. So when you grow spiritually yourself, this will show up in your family life, in client results, and it gives that ripple effect. As you change others. And honestly, I could go on and on about all the comments I've received and the thank yous, but I just want you to know one thing. It is my true honor to be able to bring the way of the rainbow to you and this divine information to you. So, are you ready for your own transformation story? What you've experienced tonight is just a glimpse, a powerful activation of your creation energies, the green and the blue. Imagine systematically mastering all 7 colors, integrating them into your daily life for sustained transformation and unlocking your full potential. The way of the rainbow is your path to mastering your inner guidance. I always talk about, when we're driving, we have our GPS to guide us, but we all have an IGS, our inner guidance system. We just need to learn how to access it and use it and be able to know when we're receiving messages, to be able to recognize our inner guidance. So behind this proprietary system, because that's what it is, it's my system, I not only have 18 years of dedicated refinement, but also the doctorate-backed methodology. This is important because it ensures you're learning from a framework that integrates the deep academic understanding, but also with the profound spiritual insights, providing a very comprehensive and deeply effective path for you. When I speak of the rainbow and say it's doctorate backed, I want you to know that it took me 10 years to accomplish that. It's important because that strenuous education, combined with my spiritual experiences along the way, gave me that unique foundation to receive and structure the way of the rainbow and put that information into the powerful system that it is today. Every year it has grown in vibration. And so now it's ready for the world and for me to speak at events and be able to share this with a wider audience now. I remember when I had to write my dissertation to get that degree, was the big thing at the end. I called that paper The Way of the Rainbow, the ultimate meditation system. And it can be used also as a full meditation system. I mean, it is so encompassing the way we can use it. And the neat thing is, everyone, you can learn it once and use it the rest of your life. So this program is designed to systematically elevate your energetic presence, amplify your intuitive gifts, and magnetize the path to your life purpose, or give you clarity on your life purpose, whether that's for profound personal growth, a greater degree of client impact, because as you grow, your clients will benefit greatly from that, and then sustain a professional prosperity. So if you felt a shift tonight, if you're truly ready to systematically unlock your highest potential, and you're curious if the Way of the Rainbow program is a natural next step for you, I invite you to book a complimentary discovery call with me. And on this call, it's not a sales call, it's a conversation. And it's designed to kind of be a mini strategy session where we can discuss where you are on your journey, your own dreams and goals, and we'll see if the Way of the Rainbow is a fit for you and see if it will support your own desires and your energetic needs. And it will also, we can talk about, and I'll talk about and answer any questions that you've got about the unique benefits that would fit you exclusively for you, what divine activations you might need, whatever channel messages you might receive, and answering any questions about the language of light that you may have as well. So this discovery call is really your gateway. It's a step between you and registering for the program. And I've got spots available right now for these calls. And the enrollment for this class ends March 10th because that's the first day of the program. So, like I said, this call is really the intermediary helping you decide, because we want those that are a perfect fit, what I call a right fit for the program. And again, it has to work both ways. You have to be a fit for me and the program, and I have to be a fit for you in the program. So this phone call, it's a Zoom meeting, um, will bring us together and see if we're a fit or not. So you can put a 5 in the chat if you like now, if you have any questions for me, or you can raise your hand digitally if you want to be on camera. But otherwise, we'll take the questions from the chat. And otherwise, you can book the call. Let's take the questions first, if there is any. I mean, I gave you a lot of information. There may not be any questions. But feel free to ask, put a 5 in the chat, and then with your question, that might be the best way to do that. Oh, thank you, Chuhung, for putting the link there in the chat. Yes, Janice was the New Zealander that I quoted there. She is a past participant. And a current participant as well, right? The week is, it's 7-week course with 2 extra weeks as a bonus. So 9 weeks together, altogether. And then there's also an extra hour bonus just privately with me. And that's going to start March 10th. Once you have a call with me, I'll give you the full page with all the details again, and payment options and all of that. Right now, it's just Tuesdays. Yeah. If there's enough people, I would do it a second day, but I like to keep the classes small. So right now, it's Tuesdays. Yes, activations every week, and channeled messages for every week. Sometimes they're just for one person. Sometimes usually they're for the group, though. Will you learn a bit of light language? You know what? Some of the people in the class were able to use the language of light themselves. I don't specifically teach that, but it's kind of a bonus when you're in the class. You receive, definitely your inner guidance system is really amped up. And like I said, some people actually start using the language of light. It's just a natural consequence of what happens. Any other questions? I just love all of your energy. How's the light line? Oh, different from, okay, the activations have a certain vibration, and the language of light, I don't know how to, can create the path for that activation. They work together. I would say that might be the best way to explain it. They work together. Besides helping ourselves, does this course offer suggestions to help others? Yes. Um, I think what I would say about that is when your own gifts are expanded, you automatically are able to receive messages. I would say most everybody, I think everybody in the class so far, in the classes over the years, their own inner guidance gifts came. Some of them started channeling, some of them started using the language of light, but their own inner guidance, like their clair gifts, the main four were all increased. And then there's two that are really not spoken of. The what is it? The tasting and the smelling are actually clair gifts as well. And I don't have too much experience with those, but um, teaching this myself, and I always get extra benefits from it myself. As I'm in it, my own vibration is being raised as well as the participants. But it, 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 you grow in compassion, you grow in empathy, you grow in so many ways that does help others automatically. I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for coming. As I said earlier, I didn't know who got the change of the link for the call, but I knew, everything happens for a reason and the right people are here. So you are either helped by what I said today, or you will be helped on the phone call that you book with me, and if that may lead to the full program, then either way, that's three options that you can be helped. So keep that in mind for your own spiritual growth. And again, those of you that have businesses, I mean, once you grow, your gifts grow and you can help your clients at a much, much greater degree. And that brings in more clients, more income, more stability for your business. And if you're a mother wanting to grow your gifts, know that your children and your grandchildren will just benefit. It's the ripple effect. You change, your family changes, your community changes, your city changes, your country changes. It's ripples and ripples and ripples. And usually we don't even see the benefit outside of our own community, but know that, as your vibration is raised, as your frequency is raised, it's changing the world. It's helping people raise their consciousness. Okay, no more questions. Last call for questions. I don't think I see any more there in the chat. So, if you're ready to make a profound commitment to your spiritual mastery, your intuitive leadership, your next step is clear. Book the call with me. And the link's been in the chat. I've opened my calendar especially for these calls because normally my calendar is pretty closed and I keep those for existing clients. But I opened up my calendar for the next 10 days or so that there'll be all kinds of options for you. So hopefully there'll be one that fits you. Um, there's spots available for the big program. There's spots available for the calls. And I see all the thank yous here. And I think we're ready to close. Chihung, are we ready to close?
Yeah, it's been wonderful to experience your gift for us. And I'm glad that many people have also felt something. And I think the encouragement is whether you decide to join in the program or not, give yourself the gift, of having a one-on-one with Barbara. And so that she can deep dive with you a little more of your situation because each of us is unique. And
Yeah.
and I would definitely take advantage of that. So thank you very much for everybody for being here. And you know where to reach Barbara. And if any further questions, just email her. She's really good at getting back because she's here in service of you, right? With her gifts and everything. Thank you, Barbara, for being here for.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Chihoon and Janelle, for helping me with this tonight. And thanks, everyone, for coming. And like I said, I see many of the lovely faces. Um, thank you for coming and supporting this event because it's your energy. Well, it's really all of our energy together. I always tell John Burgos, if you're familiar with him, that yes, he's the leader of that presentation, but it's everyone's energy in the group that really creates the event. So you have all energetically supported this and made it what it was. So you've helped raise the vibration of the whole event just by being here. So thank you very much again for that. Thank you. All righty. You can all leave gently. I don't like to close the room until everyone kind of leaves on their own first. Those that know me will will know that. Bye, everyone.